The medieval period is a fascinating window into the true history of women and work. What kind of position is a wife in when she comes in to hear her child screaming, the cat at the filch and the dog at the high, her loaf burning on the hearth, her calf suckling, her pot boiling over, and her husband complaining? This is a passage from the Halley Medved, or A Letter on Virginity, a medieval English document that acts as a really handy list for the sort of housework that women would be expected to do. But all of these chores are chores that they come in to do from somewhere else. Where's that somewhere else? Their jobs. Medieval women worked. To get an idea of what kind of jobs were available for your average medieval woman, 80% of whom would have belonged to the peasant class, I've come to Little Woodham Living History Village to apprentice under the expert guidance of experimental archaeologist Caroline Nicolay. She's quickly got me dressing the part. First up on our roster of professions for medieval women is dairymaid.
You want to be a dairymaid, you don't want to be a milkmaid.
Okay.
Milkmaids, you are out in the field the majority of the day, you are milking cows, big animals, usually surrounded by men working, showing elbows, very bad reputation. Whereas the dairymaid has the softest hands because you always are very clean, cleanest of white linens you can possibly get, and you're always with cream, so butter, all these very nice natural fats.
Ooh.
And milk. So dairymaid is actually quite good. And you can get really good wages.
The Statute of Cambridge in 1388 shows that the average wage for women labourers and dairymaids in England was 6 shillings per year. That's about 4 shillings less than their male counterparts, but a wage nonetheless, even if equality was unheard of. And it was preferable to toiling in the fields. So the milkmaids milk the cows, and when would you do that? About what time of day?
Really early, first thing in the morning. You don't even get breakfast, you get dressed, go out, milk the cows.
Okay.
Come back in and let the milk run through various sieves or cloths to make sure there's no animal hair or dust, anything in the milk, and you leave it to set. Once that's done, you will be able to separate the cream from the top of the milk, and you get your milk under there. So the milk you can use to make the cheese, and the cream you can straight away use it to turn into butter.
Making butter by hand is a surprisingly simple process, even for a total novice.
So that's nice and warm now.
Right.
To make the butter, you need to agitate the cream.